quilt hanger wound up on my honey-do list. I decided to make one instead of buy one, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. I wanted to make one custom to the quilt that my wife wanted. I started out with cheap materials. This is just a scrap 2x4. In case you make a mistake, get those oopsies out of the way before you make one out of something nicer. This is spalted maple. These are what you'll see me make in the video. This one I made after, but it's the exact same process. We'll get into it now. Thanks for watching. All right, so here we have it. Very simple. Basically, it's a clamp, what you're making here. This one here is cedar, unfinished, just sanded, and I think that might be how I wind up leaving it. This is the quilt that I'm going to use, and so we just have these 3 screws here, and I am just going to loosen these up and slide this quilt in. We're going to kind of see how that goes rather than take it right apart. Let's see what I can do. Essentially, we're loosening the clamp here. I'm going to take that. We have our quilt folded in half here. I'm going to pull it past that a little bit. And I'm just going to slide it. Slide this right through. Yeah. You get it? Slide that right in there. There we go. So I'll just pull it till they're even. This is a 1/2 inch. I made this clamp, or this hanger, a 1/2 inch wider than my quilt. That's what looked right to my eye. You can do whatever feels right to you. We'll just flip it over. And we're holding almost no weight up here, so there's no worry there about how much we tighten this. We just need enough to hold it. So there's really almost no weight there. And that's it. If this project winds up on your honey-do list, there's one design feature you're going to want to incorporate, and that's keeping this seam tight. It makes it look professional. If you look online, very few, if any, quilt hangers have this seam tight, and I'm going to show you how to do that next. This project starts at the miter saw where I cut my stock material to length. You can see I have 2 2x4s here. One is cedar, one is pine, and I will be jumping back and forth between the 2 materials in this video. Next, we go to the table saw where we start by ripping off the rounded edge of the board. We don't want those radiuses on our stock pieces. And then we rip our pieces to 7/16 of an inch. I'm ripping more pieces than what I need in case I screw up on one and to use for test pieces. Here I'm ripping the face board, which is your outermost board, a 1/4 inch narrower than the board that will go up against the wall. This is simply a design feature. So this is a homemade router table here, and I just got it to where I wanted it. Nothing fancy, couldn't tell you how deep I am routing this. Important note, when you are setting up your fence, send the face board through first. If you're gonna do what I did and have your face board a little bit narrower than what the rear board is, you're gonna wanna do the face board first and set your fence up for that. If you don't have a router table, you can use your table saw to create your channel like you see here. Here I am rounding over the outer edges of the face board with an 1/8 inch radius bit. So at this point I'm just about done and I'm testing to see how it's going to fit here. So I have my outermost edge of the quilt in the channel. Let's see how it fits. You can see that the width of the quilt prevents our 2 pieces here from meeting flushly. So to fix that, we're going to nibble off this tab right here. There is the gap to accommodate the width of the quilt. I pre-drilled the holes for my screws to prevent any splitting. Three screws is plenty. Little finish sanding, and it's on to mounting it.